going on, guys? Jasir here. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the video and all that other stuff. And today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be telling you the 4 most reliable cars for 2020 in my opinion, and the ones I could currently purchase, or actually no, potentially purchase based on my current needs. Are you guys ready? Let's hop into it. So number 1, for most of y'all who do not know, I currently own a 2020 Volkswagen Jetta. It has about 3,000 miles on it already. I've owned it for about 3 months. It's been amazing, no problems, nothing like that whatsoever. So let me just go ahead and give you guys some brief stats on that real quick, so that we can go ahead and move on. So it has about a 1.4 liter turbo S engine in there, which is going to be a 4-cylinder. It's going to be turbocharged as well, and it has an 8-speed automatic transmission. The gas mileage is about 30 miles per gallon city and 40 highway. Starting price is about 18 grand. Keep in mind, this is a base model. And the horsepower is about 147 and about 184 pound-feet of torque. And the maximum amount of fuel capacity you can carry in that car is about 14 gallons. So honestly, the thing that I personally would look for in a car if I were to purchase one right now and get rid of the Jetta would be reliability, gas mileage, the engine size, and the horsepower and torque should vary by about 20 times. Like there should be a 20 point distance between the horsepower and torque, in which I prefer the torque is higher and the horsepower is lower. So let's just, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the first car. So number 1 I got on the list is a 2020 Honda Civic LX. So this car will have about a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged, and it has a starting price for around $20,650, and it has about 158 horsepower and about 174 pound-feet of torque. It will be a front-wheel drive, and the gas mileage will be 30 miles per gallon city and 38 miles per gallon highway. And the maximum fuel capacity you can have in this is about 12.39 gallons. And last but not least, the transmission will be automatic and it will vary based on the gear ratios. So honestly, this seems, the fuel capacity is a little low, which I mean it's okay. The gas mileage is decent, but a little, just by like 2 points lower than the Jetta. And the starting price is a little too high, unfortunately. And yeah, this seems okay, but this would definitely be on my list of potential cars I could purchase. And last but not least, the annual repair cost for this car will be about $134 a year. Does that sound good? Let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Alrighty. So number 2 on the list, we have the 2020 Kia Forte FE IVT. So, alright, long story short, you may have heard that I'm not really a big fan of Kias. The only 2 Kias that I could potentially purchase would be either the Kia Telluride or the Kia Stinger. But the Kia Stinger is a bit of a fast car, so based on my current needs, nah, it kind of gets off the list. And the Telluride, it's a little too big. I don't have like a huge family that I'll be transporting, so I possibly won't need it yet. So, but anyways, so the Kia Forte has about the gas mileage is about 31 city and 41 highway. Wow, it beats out the last few cars, including the Jetta. It has about an automatic transmission, 8-speed, 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged, and about 147 horsepower and about 132 pound-feet of torque. And then about a 14-gallon fuel capacity, same as the Jetta, and a starting price at about 19 grand. And then the annual repair cost will be $90 a year. Yeah, you did hear, $90 a year. So would I go for this car? Based on the various distance and the unfavorable horsepower and torque that I have, possibly no. But the fact that the engine's a little bigger and the gas mileage kind of beats out the Jetta and the Civic, maybe. And the annual repair cost, oh hell yeah, $90 a year seems pretty decent. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Number 3 on the list is the 2020 Ford Fusion Titanium. So it starts at around an average price of about 20 grand, and the transmission will be a 6-speed automatic, and gas mileage is 23 miles per gallon city, 34 highway, and then the engine will be a 1.4 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged. Fuel capacity 16.5 gallons. Wow. And then it's going to be a front wheel drive, and it has about 181 horsepower and 185 pound-feet of torque. Good thing. And then about the average repair cost annually will be about $173. Alright. So for some reason, the new Ford Fusions that have been coming out, I don't know, I just love the way they look from the inside and the outside. And all these cars that I'm going to mention, and I've already mentioned, they all have excellent safety features like lane keep assist and automatic braking and blind spot monitoring and all that stuff. All of these cars have that high tech, and they're all amazing with the technology. So honestly, this car would be a go at this point. But wait, there's one last one, so let's go ahead and move on to that last one and see what we think. Alrighty. So then last but not least, we got the 2020 Chevy Malibu 4-door sedan L. So the MSRP on this will be around $22,140. A little pricey based on all the other ones mentioned before, yeah, but let's hear this. About almost 16 gallons of fuel capacity. The gas mileage is about 29 miles per gallon city, 36 highway, front wheel drive, automatic transmission, 8-speed, and then about 160 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, which is 4 more than the range that I wanted. And then we have a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with an annual repair cost for about $178.04. Wow. Now come on, tell me that that's a good deal. I know that's a little more expensive, but the reliability on this car, and based on all the stats, it kind of matches my needs. So I think this is going to be a winner right now. But hold on a second, I will choose a final winner after I'm done giving the ratings of reliabilities on all these cars I just mentioned. So let's go ahead and start with the Civic. So the Civic, in my opinion, will score about a solid 8 out of 10. And my score rating is once again based on what I want in a car, as I mentioned before, and also based on what I've been hearing from other people online and like in person as well. So in my opinion, I combine all of their scores together and my personal score, and it averages out to about 8 out of 10. So for the Chevy Malibu, it will be about a 9.5 out of 10. For the Ford Fusion, it will go ahead and pretty much be a 9 out of 10. And then for the Kia Forte, that will also be a 9 out of 10. So, out of all these cars, which one would I buy if I were to potentially get rid of the Jetta? That will be the 2020 Chevy Malibu 4-door sedan L. So the reason behind that is that the gas mileage is not the best. It's in the middle of all the cars that I mentioned, and it's pretty much as good as the Jettas. And it has about 24 more torque than horsepower, which is good, which means every time I hit that gas pedal, I'm going to experience a better pull on the car. And the engine is about a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, that's average. And the repair cost is a little more compared to all the other cars I mentioned, but I mean, it'll be worth it. And 16 gallons, way more fuel capacity than the Jetta. And it's a front wheel drive, that works for me too. But the price, the only thing I disagree about in this car is the price range. But overall, I love the way the Chevy Malibu looks from the inside to the outside. It has a good tech. It's very nice and comfy. I've sat in it before and I personally enjoyed it. And based on all the stats, the Chevy Malibu is the winner. So overall, I really hope, this is all I got for y'all for now. So I really hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. And I would highly encourage all of y'all who are about to get your first car to go ahead and look into these 4 cars I mentioned before looking into something else, because I promise you these cars have a decent price point, they're pretty cheap, and they can offer you a wide range and can also save you a decent amount of money on gas, not lie to you. And then for exotic cars, I know you guys really wanted me to mention that, but just wait on that. I'm gonna go ahead and release it soon. And let me know in the comment section down below which car would you pick out of all these 4, and if you are currently about to buy your first car, which one is it? And if you don't hesitate, go ahead and follow my Instagram right here, and you can go ahead and DM me the stats and tell me why you'd want to buy that car, and I'd be more than happy to hear it. So overall, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay positive, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.